I have a massive respect for Islam because they have principles which they refuse to bend on. And we live in a world now where every single principle is being constantly bent and broken. I like to see a mental model which is rigid. There's nothing left rigid anymore. The law isn't rigid. Christianity isn't rigid. The only thing you can sit there and say, they will not bend or they will not break.
The West is on a serious moral and economic decline. And I would rather live in a society which I see is on the way up than on the way down. I think America is becoming more and more violent by the day. Taxes are getting higher and higher. You're living in a society where you have to be scared of the criminals, scared of the police, scared of the tax man, scared of everything. And I don't see what the benefit of living is.
Sexist/misogynist.
No! Don't say it again! I can't possibly fathom a world in which there's some fat loser on the internet who thinks that I'm a misogynist even though he gets no pussy and all the women
will have a cat. We're closing. I've had a few people reach out and say, look, I believe in HU. I know it's real, but I can't for some reason, some bullshit excuse. I can't afford $49 this month. If you can't afford $49, you have serious problems. With ADHD, I find it very hard to focus. I get bored and distracted very easily. Welcome to the real world. Everyone does. TikTok has destroyed people's attention spans in real time. Everybody gets distracted very easily.
You could say the letters ADHD to everyone and say ADHD and brand yourself with this as some sort of excuse, or you could brand yourself as a fucking
G. You need to be competent in all areas. The reason I call myself Top G is because if you name anything and they tell you you're going to be competing against Tate, people will be intimidated. You're going to go to the racetrack and you got a Lambo and you're racing a guy. Who am I racing? Tate. And you'll be like, doesn't matter what it is. You named a scenario. If you're up against me, part of you is going to be like, oh, not him. Is there anyone else? Why are you going to university? Why are you going to college? It's a scam. It's a waste of time. Yeah, but what else am I supposed to do? I kept getting that excuse because everyone said there's no alternative. So I created my own alternative, my own university, which actually teaches you things which will actually make you money based on very simple parameters that if you put in a little bit of effort, you will make more money.
On this planet, there is someone who is your age who was just given some bad fucking news. Either they were just given a cancer diagnosis and given 2 weeks to live, or the police just knocked on the door and said, your family's dead. Cement truck ran them all over. They're splattered all over the road. And if you were to sit there and explain to them your problems, they would swap lives with you.
I'm very proud of my brother because when we made that video, we had no idea. We thought we'd get there one day, but now we're sitting here with the hundreds of millions, perfectly happy and content and living the best life there is. You fucking made it, Andrew.
I want you to know that 99% of you have wasted your life. All the hours you've been alive, you could have dedicated them towards brilliance. You could be an amazing piano player. You didn't even fucking try. And if there's any spark of ambition, if you're any fraction of a man, what I've said to you should resonate and it should bother you and you should change.
28 years old, just lost my father, about to lose my mother soon from cancer. How do I deal with grief and does the pain ever go away? What choice do you have? What happens if you don't deal with the grief? Are you gonna kill yourself, drink yourself into depression, ruin your own life? You're on a train track. You can either change the direction of the train that goes off a cliff, or you can keep it on the track.
I got a question about Hustlers University. What's the question? I'm a multi-millionaire teacher how to make money. What's the question you can possibly have? I was just wondering if... Wondering if what? Just shut up and join. If you're scared of investing $49 in yourself to learn from a multi-millionaire how to make money, you're destined to fail therapy.
It is detrimental. Not only is it useless, not only is it not science, not only is it bullshit, it actually makes people worse. The worst thing you can do if you have a problem is sit and fucking talk about it all day. People say you shouldn't bury your problems because if you repress them, that's bullshit. World War II, how many people died? Did everyone sit around and fucking go, oh, we don't have time to rebuild all the cities. We need to sit and fucking talk about all the bad things that's happened. People shut up and they go,
I would love to have a happy relationship with you. I feel like I'd be so fulfilled.
You'll be filled with something.
What will I be filled with?
Love.
Anyway.
When someone calls me, I feel like it's rude. You're demanding my attention instantly. What if I'm busy? What if I'm fucking your girl? Like, why are you calling me? The reason I don't like phone calls is because they're inefficient. Hello? Hi, how are you? Yeah, good. You? Yeah, not bad. That whole exchange.
Wasted. 16 years old, making $30,000, $40,000 a month. Anyone who is serious about their life and wants their life to change, you can go to Cobra Tate, topg.com. HU will get you rich. If you're going to sit here watching my content, agreeing with what we say, understanding that this is 1% of what we know and 1% of what we teach, and not wanting the other 99%, well, then you are doomed.
Life for a man is harder than life for a woman. Most men live depressing lives. Women have an innate value that prevents them from ever being truly depressed. You can be the fattest, ugliest bitch in the world. You can go to a club tonight and get some put, get some dick. At least you can feel wanted for 10 minutes. For most men out here, they can't even feel wanted. Their wife left them. They're invisible to women. Their kids don't talk to them. This is a unique situation that happens to men. This does not happen to girls. Had a guy called Paul. So Paul sent her $500. Please, can you buy some gummy bears? He got the girl to line up all the gummy bears and pretend they were him and all his friends. And she's sitting there with her tits out and all the gummy bears. And she'd have to pick up one of the friends and like, he looks tasty. And then Paul would be like, please don't eat my friend. And you'd see him on camera. He's like jerking off. Please, please, please don't. And she'd like put him in her tits and then she'd like lick him. And he's literally about to come everywhere from this. Eventually she starts chewing his friend, eating his friend. Until she's eaten all the friends and then it's down to Paul, isn't it? And he's like, please don't eat me. Please, I'll do anything. And after about 2 minutes of threatening to eat him, she chews Paul and he comes over.
she said yes. I fucking hate when men say that. Why are you with a bitch that would say know? Why are you with the woman, paying for her dinner, sleeping next to her every night, not fucking all these hoes, not cheating, behaving yourself, coming home, not hanging out with the boys, you're doing all this shit for that bitch, and you're not 1,000% sure she would say yes? And you're sitting there going, I hope she says yes. And then if she does, you're
have
happy.
flown 20-something Ukrainian orphans over to the United States to be settled into new homes. We weren't going to leave them here in Bucharest. We could have taken care of them here, given them somewhere to stay, but they're all in the United States. And yeah, the power of church brings people
Man and
together.
a woman just be friends. I don't understand what you talk about. All that really happens is men are trying to get laid, so they pretend to be friends with the girl, hoping that one day she'll get drunk enough and let them fuck her. That's all that is.
Rich is running out.
We got a guy inside of HU. He's 13 and he's making 10 grand a month.
The doors for Husses University are gonna close. No new members.
There's a 16-year-old kid making 45 grand a month.
It's what allowed me to quit my job.
There are things happening, conversations happening that you're not watching, information that could be the one little piece of information you need to break out. You are finally in the right place at the right time. You are the only person who can make this work, and you're also the only person who can fuck this up.